Cloudflare has had a big crash today that took down large parts of the internet. This truly shows how not decentralized the internet actually is and how many sites use Cloudflare. But the real question after this is, what will happen with Cloudflare, or rather the stock of Cloudflare, after this incident? That is what we'll figure out in this video. Hello and welcome to another video here at Bloomberg Capital. My name is Henrik and today we'll be taking a look at Cloudflare. And if we jump right in and take a look at the chart, then we can see that actually, ever since this large sell-off here in 2021, we built out a pretty clear low here in early 2023. And ever since then, we've seen a pretty consistent upwards trend here building out in this price channel. And actually, very recently, price has managed to go beyond the old all-time high here from 2021 and managed to go above it and build a new all-time high. So all in all, things seem to be looking quite well, at least in the past couple of years. But now we actually see a bit of a sell-off happening here. So let's take a closer look at that. And now if we do take a closer look, then we can see the price is actually coming down quite strongly here. But in general, a sell-off happening here is not too unexpected because we have this big price channel here in which the trend is moving, and we have been at the top of this price channel for quite a while now. And if we compare it, for example, to the previous times we have reached the top of this price channel, then actually the sell-off has been happening very fast here, basically selling off instantly. Then here also we've had a pretty fast sell-off, price managing only to stay above the trend line here for a very brief amount of time. But here now, we've actually been at the top of the price channel for a couple of months now, which in itself is more of a positive sign because it shows us that there isn't really all that much selling pressure left for Cloudflare and price has really struggled to go down. But eventually, this sell-off was still on the line happening at some point. And now we have reached this point, which begs the question, how will the sell-off actually look and how will it play out? And most likely, in the short term, we should see a bit of a sideways phase forming here actually, and then another sell-off, which should take us somewhere in the price range of about $170 to $180. So still a bit of a lower price to come certainly, but then after we reach this point, we'll most likely form a low here around this level. And then from there, we should actually see rising prices again, which should then take us back to the top of this price channel. So all the way back up here to around $250 or around the all-time high here, where we will then see a bit more consolidation, similar probably to what we've seen here. But then we actually have a very good chance to escape the price channel here and actually push above it, simply because the way the trend has been forming inside this trend channel suggests a more positive outlook here on the future. So the likelihood that we get a breakout here and actually move above this price channel seems pretty good. So in general, we see that the news from today with the big crash doesn't seem to be affecting Cloudflare all too much, because even before the crash, price has been in a bit of a decline that was sort of already due anyways. And if we, for example, compare this to CrowdStrike, which has had a similar situation, just a lot worse, where the crash has led to a big sell-off of here around 50%, then we can see that price here has also managed to rebound above the all-time high and has since then sort of continued to just trend upwards slowly. And CrowdStrike will most likely also see quite a lot of movement to the upside in the next year. So we should see a very similar situation. In general, we can say that Cloudflare certainly offers a very, very interesting investment opportunity in the next couple of weeks. And if you want to get some additional assistance in getting the best possible entrance into Cloudflare, then you can do two things. Either you can leave a subscription here on this channel to not miss any future videos, or you can check out the description down below. There you find a link to our Discord, providing analysis on over 180 assets, ranging from stocks like Cloudflare to precious metals or even cryptocurrencies. So if you're interested in that, check it out down below. And in general, I hope this video was helpful, and until next time, here at Bloomberg Capital.